Hello and welcome to Acapella Adventures, making tiny bites of solo actual play using this half to test the ideas of the Meroch universe and Ormegarten Module, a fantasy setting built with a 3d10 system, episode 079. Our characters are Igor Steinmann, Wolfsbane, and Wyesley. They've allied themselves with characters around the keep, including Gertrude becoming a contact and patroness for the adventurers, acting on behalf of the keep, which wants info and eventually kicking out all 5 cults if possible from around the Ormegarten area. Currently they're on a pair of side quests as Xilndre and Elf offered harvesting some chemically interesting bee honey, while Alice and Medusa offers cash for helping collecting stoned insects. They arrived at the Honeyed Glade, and during the setup to ambush the bees, a Pyre Beetle showed up looking for the smoky oak flavor of the oak around the beehive, alerting the little honeybees they're under attack. Currently, we have a time chart for the fight. The bees are ready to swarm. We have Alice and Medusa, Igor, Mac, Wyesley, Pyre Beetle, Xilndre, and 3 giant bees are going to show up as this part of the combat. What's happening in the meantime? I sort of looked at the whole thing and went, I don't need to track this fight for 60 seconds. The bees are losing to the smoke. They just will. So while Mac basically spends all of his time cajoling the smoke spirit to influence the bees, we basically have Xilndre moving up to the honeyed hive. He's looking for the specific royal jellies that have special properties to them. And then we've got Igor and Wyesley on guard duty. Oh, that'd be interesting. And actually, you know what? Wyesley with his sidekick Stephen the Adventurer, who's a sword most of the time, but it's a mimic really. The mimic wants to taste the stone beetle, so Wyesley takes him up to the stone beetle. He tastes him and he's like, it's not all that great. You know, it tastes like a beetle until you get to the stone, and it doesn't taste like anything. So that's weird, but interesting. So Xilndre's harvesting the honey. When they start hearing the thunderous noise of what sounds like, honestly, attack helicopters in some ways, because 3 giant bees are coming to this area. And then they crest a hill, and now the fight is on. So we're going to have everybody. Interesting. It's not about it. The bees don't get the giant bees don't get the home turf advantage. So they get a 11. Let's see. 10, 14 versus so 18, they beat it by 4, and 7 is 11, 15, 16, so they beat him by 16. So that tells me the bees are easier to man. They're still gonna fight. They're not gonna run. This is allies. They have, what's it called? To where the bees, two different kinds of insects work together. It's in the notes somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, poor roll for the bees, good roll for the team. Giant bees still feel like they have to show up and fight, so they've got -5 to their defense, and they have a challenge in the form of -5 to hit. So, sucks to be them. Like, oh crap, there's a medusa. All right. Now we're going to determine when everybody goes. 775. So that is Alice, Igor, and Matt. Nine, 5, 6. Wyesley is going on 9. He's apparently distracted by Steven. By the way, I'm using Polish spelling of Wyesley. Because you know what? Throw some stuff in there that makes it interesting. You know what Matt's doing, but keep on. You might have to interrupt his stuff. You need a Xilndre and 3 giant bees. Xilndre is second. Through 6, so GV1, GV2, GV3, all right, giant beetle, bees, Alice. I'm going to say that I'm not going to worry about the business bureau. I've just already ruled that they're evenly matched. So unless Mac wants to try something difficult, he's going to basically keep them tied up. Xilndre is going to be busy for at least for a while. So let's say it's Alice, Wyesley, and Igor fighting giant bees. Not top 10 on the fun list. All right, well. The fight is set up. You guys will see it all in the notes. So now you guys have fun, enjoy yourselves. Like and subscribe if you want to, and if you're enjoying it, let your friends know. Talk to you later. Have fun. Bye-bye.